Alarm bells pealed from Camelot's belfry, followed by a stampede of hoofs. "One faster!" Tetros barked, his cheeks blushed wet. Agatha knew his anger wasn't for her. His anger was pain. His anger was guilt. The snake had killed his best friend, his knight, and now his dean, and Tetros had been powerless to stop him. He had tried to save Dauphin. Agatha had too, but Dauphin hadn't intended to be saved. Even so, they hadn't gotten away scot-free. Japheth had seen the two Tetroses lunge for the dean as she fell. She had known it was Agatha and her prince from the way they tried to save her, from the horror on their faces. Now the snake and his man was coming for him. "We can't outrun horses," Agatha thought, resisting Tetros' pull. "We need to hide." Hoofs echoed over the drawbridge. "They'll be here any second." Agatha saw a steep down slope to the east, blanketed in fallen leaves. She wedged the Tetros towards it, who gleaned her plan, dashing for the hill and yanking Agatha behind him. Lights faded around them, the treetops blocking out the sun. Tracing her prince in the dark, Agatha felt despair overwhelm her. Professor Dauphin was dead. Her fairy godmother. The dean who had known Agatha was good before she herself ever did. The voice that had lifted her from the darkness when she had no hope. Dauphin had given her life to let them survive, to let them fix this story and find its real end. Just like Agatha's mother had, once upon a time. Although she had looked at two as family, Carlis, Professor Sadder, Professor Dauphin. One by one, they had been furthered by her story, but not without purpose. They fought hit Agatha like a wind to a sail, propelling her forward, even as the tears fell. Dauphin had sacrificed herself to save her students, to save Camelot's true king, to save the woods. She had known her body was weak, her time coming to an end. She had known that Agatha would rise in her place, that her warrant would never rest until the real lion was returned to the throne. Agatha's tears burned to fire. Professor Dauphin had known her too well. Horses crashed into the woods, their legs trembling leaves with staccato crackles. Agatha glanced back at a cavalry of men wielding torches and swords. "There they are!" the king of Frostwood cried. Horses veered in Agatha's direction, their widest blades shining. "Come on!" she grinned, surging ahead of Tetros and dragging him the way he had dreaded her, the hill 10 yards ahead. Startled by her strength, Tetros tripped, losing his balance as the riders closed in, swords raised. Agatha grabbed him by the waist and threw him off the slope, the face bats clenched under her arm as she and her prince tumbled together, sucking in screams before landing hard in a dune of dead leaves. Agatha hugged Tetros' sweat-soaked body, throwing him beneath the red and gold pile, their blooded skin camouflaged. Horses soared over them, riders flashing torches like spotlights before the steeds slammed down and galloped into the darkness. The woods went quiet. For a long while, neither of them moved, their breaths puffing leaves into the air. Agatha clung to Tedros, her face in his neck, smelling that hot, minty scent her body knew so well. Wet blood dampened her arm, and she couldn't tell if it was hers or his. Slowly, her breath deepened, her nose to his skin, with every inhale remembering that she was still alive, and so was her prince. Tedros' arms slid around her. She spooned closer, her hand chasing his stumbled chin and down to the cuts on his neck where the executioner had measured his blow. His throat quivered beneath her palm, tears peering at his eyes. I love you, he whispered. She kissed his bottom lip. I love you too. There was nothing else to say. They were together now, and despite everything that had happened, to be together even for a moment was an ember of light in the ashes. Then she remembered something so sharply it knocked the air out of her. Dovey told me where he is. Who's he? Tedros murmured. Merlin. She told me when she pretended to be you. Tedros jotted up. Where is he? The caves of Contempo. We have to find him. Caves of Contempo? Agatha, that's thousands of miles away. Past the frost plains, past the desert, past the man-eating hills. It's a world of island in a poisonous ocean. We can't get to the caves as alone inside them, and especially not with a million of people hunting us. Agatha's hope withered. But a branch snapped. Tedros launched out of the leaves, sweeping his gold finger claw across the trees. Who's there? Agatha leaped next to him, her claw lit. A shadow stared behind a tree. Make one move and I'll kill you, Agatha spat. Oh, I doubt that, the shadow replied smoothly, crawling into the open. Because we both know I'll kill you first. A glow sparkled in the dark, pink and hot as a sunset. And I really don't want to kill you after we've come all this way, said Sophie. She grinned at Agatha. Agatha gasped and went towards her, Sophie practically buckling from the force of her embrace. I didn't think I would ever see you again, Sophie breathed. You don't know what I've been through. Never again, Agatha whispered. Never again will we be apart. Swear to me. I swear, Sophie sat back.